Welcome back to the program, and the word for the day is the kids are all right. Polling proves it. The Millennial Generation, who I hope does not feel patronized if I refer to them as kids, that is, of course, reference to the Who song. The Millennial Generation, as it turns out, according to a new Harvard University survey, doesn't think much of capitalism. In fact, the Harvard researchers polled young adults between the ages of 18 and 29 and found that 51% of the people they polled do not support capitalism. Only 42% did. Now, this is a big sea change in American politics for a number of reasons. A lot of people are going to attribute this to the end of the Cold War, and they may be right. You know, in earlier generations, we were told that capitalism was good, essentially because it was the thing that was not communism. And we were told that communism was bad because it is communism. So we were reflexively taught to believe that capitalism itself was the noble system under which human beings could live. But there was never really any commonly agreed upon definition of what capitalism actually is. And what it became over the course of the last 40 or 50 years is an unrestrained jungle, red in tooth and claw, as the saying goes, and unwilling to follow even the most basic rules of law or morality. We will be talking about that a little bit more in the hour to come. But this sort of immoral, pseudo-free market, duopolistic, monopolistic system under which we live has rightfully alienated young people in this country who graduate from college, if they do graduate from college, with enormous amounts of student debt, terrible job prospects, unequal wages for women. Believe it or not, even starting wages for young women entering the workforce are lower than those for young men entering the workforce. There is nothing really that the current system has given the Millennial Generation to make them care for capitalism. So, and we now learn that only 42% of them support it. Does that mean that they are communists or socialists? Not necessarily. 33% of millennials said they supported socialism. That is not a mandate or a majority, but it is, I have to say, surprising in light of what we used to say in the Cold War. So, look, people will be debating the meaning of this for a long time to come, but here's something else that we found, which is that they're more likely to believe that health insurance is a right for all people, and they are less likely to believe in trickle-down economics. In other words, they are beginning to show a deeper awareness than previous generations, fundamental principles of economic justice and common sense. I think this is great news for the future, great news for the country, and a great signpost that activists should follow in organizing for political actions and political campaigns to come.